everyone, how are you? So, I have filmed a video which the title says this is a recipe and it's a non-veg recipe. Sorry for the vegetarians. Oh, fine. And one more thing. This would be my first recipe book, recipe video, recipe, recipe, recipe video, and I'm super excited, super excited. And so I don't think I should waste much more time on just chit chatting, and I should just start with the video. Oh God, सब चकरा रहा है. Keep watching the video and just keep watching my chicken. Bye bye. So the ingredients we will require for the recipe are these all. I'll just start from one side and I'll let you know. This would be the salt. This would be chopped chilies. This would be white pepper. This is chopped garlic. This is chopped ginger. We'll require some water. This is Maida, which is easily available in any store. This is cornflour, which is again easily available. This is chopped cabbage, which can be used for garnishing. This is chopped coriander, which can again be used for garnishing. This is tomato sauce, and this is the Schezwan sauce, which is readily available in market. If you need to use the market one, you can use this. Else, we can also cook it separately. And these are the lollipops, which are also available in any chicken shop. If you ask them for a chicken lollipop, these three sauce which are required. This one is vinegar. This one is the chili sauce. This one is the soya sauce. You can also take dark soya, or you can also take the normal soya, which is available in market. And the last thing which we require is this. We require a foil paper later on. So that's all for the ingredients. In order to mix the things up, we will also require an empty vessel. In order to fry the lollipops, you can either use any kadhai at your place, and will require oil. So take a kadhai and some oil into it in order to fry our lollipops. So let's just start with the procedure. You can also put an egg into the marination, which we will prepare now, but then egg is optional. Even if you won't put this, the marination would be alright. Even if you wish to put this, the marination would be alright. So let's start up with the marination now, which is required for these lollipops in order to coat it along. Things which we require for marination are cornflour. We can take 3 tablespoons of cornflour, and in the equal amount we'll also take maida. This is maida. Small amount of water into it, just to maintain the consistency very properly. Now we'll put some amount of chopped garlic into it and chopped ginger into it. We'll put some white pepper. We'll put some chopped chilies. We can also put them more if you like it spicy. Now we'll put egg into it. Mix these things very well. And the important thing which I just forget to mention is the food color. In every lollipop, I guess you'll always see food color added up, because it won't give them the red color to it, which looks really yummy. So here we have added the food color, and now just check out the color of our marination. It has literally changed. So this is an important one. Use some salt to taste. Mix it well. This is the marination ready. Now we can just put a piece of lollipops, the raw chicken into it. Rub the marination very well. So this is what the marination looks like. We have of course added an egg to this marination, so we don't need to wait for say about 2-3 hours, because generally after the marination we need to keep chicken into it for about 2 hours. But the egg does our work and we don't need to wait for about 2-3 hours. We can just start with the chicken and just start with the frying process and get the recipe ready. We'll start putting our lollipop into the oil, which is already heated. So these are all I have put into the oil. I'll just fry it very properly. I don't need to make it dark, very dark. I need a proper reddish maroonish color, and then they are good to go. Make sure you are stirring the lollipop very well, because if you won't stir them, they would stick together and that would be a complete mess. So just make sure you are stirring the lollipop and separating them from each other. There can be a possibility that they just stick to each other and things would get really messy. You need to keep them stirring the entire time. It would take say about 5 minutes in order to cook them. And if you have not achieved the proper color, even after cooking it for 5 minutes, you can exceed the time. So these are our chicken lollipop ready after frying. And we can just take this into a plate and then start with the next process. Even you can have the lollipop as the way they are by garnishing it. For garnishing, as I told you, we have used chopped cabbage and chopped coriander. So you can have these with Schezwan chutney, like this way. Let me just show it to you. Oh my god, these are looking really yummy. So now for the next process, just take a frying pan and a spoon and put amount of oil into it as per the requirements. Make sure you are not putting it much, because we don't need the recipe to be much oily. Later on, put some ginger chopped into it, some garlic, some chopped chilies, and shake it very well. Just make sure you are making them light brown and not much brown. Put some water. Just put white pepper into it, a pinch of white pepper, half teaspoon or so, some salt to taste, and chili sauce into it, say 1 or 2 tablespoons, then soya sauce, say 1 tablespoon, and a bit of vinegar. Make sure you're not putting vinegar into much amount, bring it to a bit of boil kind of a thing, because we have already put water into it. Now just put tomato ketchup, stir it well. So this is the entire process, but then if you are not using this process, you can also put directly the Schezwan sauce into it and then you can delete all this process. If you are not using Schezwan sauce from the shop or the ready-made one, you can use this process and you can avoid putting the Schezwan sauce into it. So if you are not doing these things, you can put directly the Schezwan sauce and stir it very well, putting some amount of water, and you are easy to go. Now here I have just added the food color, a pinch of food color and not much, and I am bringing to a bit of a boil so that the water would be evaporated, because I am able to see the water is much into it and I don't require this much. So I'll just bring it to a boil and lessen the water content. So also for the consistency, we need to add a bit of cornflour into it, maybe half tablespoon, by mixing it into water. I'll just show you that. We can just mix the cornflour and water and stir it well and then put out into our recipe. So here we are stirring it very well, and just check what I am already not able to take a breath. So now you can check the consistency. The consistency is perfectly okay, a bit of thicker. Once this is done, we will add the lollipop into it and stir it. This is actually a kind of sauce which we are making for the lollipop, and then stirring the lollipop into it very well. So make sure the sauce is coated properly on the lollipop and we are not missing any part. So this is done. Let's just take it into a plate and start marinating it. So I have just put things into their proper plate and started marinating. This is the cabbage, and this is the coriander. So yes, done with the lollipops in Schezwan sauce, restaurant style, and this is how they serve, and this is how the dish is ready. So I think I just need to have a taste of it, and I just want to grab one. I feel these are looking much yummy and I'm much eager to just taste it. So check out the ingredients into the description box and you can try on this recipe at your home. Things are easily available, ingredients are very easily available. And friends, I hope you like my video, and if you like my video, don't just forget to hit a like button below and the subscribe button, the red color of subscribe button, and just subscribe my channel. Also don't forget to share my video. Don't forget to just take a look on my other videos on my channel. I hope you love those. It's all related with beauty and stuff. And yes, bye bye till the day, and I hope my next video on the recipes, veg or non-veg, should be coming up within a week or so. And just have a look, and I hope you'll enjoy for the month. So friends, bye bye, have a nice day. So friends, bye bye, have a nice day. So friends, bye bye, have a nice day. Keep watching my videos. Bye bye.